Thank you very much. I'm here again with the School of Education. School of Business and Economics session. Welcome to this session. We just concluded with the School of Education, and now we want to start this session. We're happy that we are about 100 and something students who are following this session, and with us here is the Acting Dean of the School of Business and Economics, Dr. Samuel Kariuki. Dr. Samuel Kariuki is representing the Dean, who is not able to join us, but is with us in spirit. He will be talking about the structure of the school. You can write this. The courses on offer by the School of Business and Economics. He will also talk about options that you can choose to take as you progress with your business courses, the examinations in the school, I will also mention something about diploma and certificates for those of you who have been asking information about business, diploma and certificate courses. And thereafter, we will allow you to engage him in a question and answer session. So as we proceed, please type in your questions on the chat, and we are taking in the questions. Those that we can respond, we will respond right away on the chat, but we will bring some of them to the Dean to be able to respond here on camera. So welcome Dr. Samuel Kariuki for this School of Business and Economics session. Karibu.
Thank you. Good morning, students. Once again, my name is Dr. Samuel Kariuki. I'm the acting dean, School of Business and Economics, but I'm also the chairman, Department of Business and Economics. I sincerely want to thank you so much for choosing to pursue programs in the School of Business and Economics. In the School of Business and Economics, our aim is to develop leaders, and that's what we really do. I want to begin by giving you the structure of the school. Dean is the one who heads the school, and as we were previously told in the morning session, the Dean is the one who will graduate you in the year 2024. He is the one who processes your marks and keep your academic records. So he is at the apex there who guides the school. The Dean is called Dr. Kennedy Ocharo, and will also be circulating his number and his email, so that in case you have any issues, any matter that you would like addressed, he will always be available to respond to your queries. So the school is generally structured as follows. From the Dean, we have the chairman, and the school has only one department called the Department of Business and Economics, and the department is headed by myself. I'm Dr. Samuel Kariuki. I specialize in the area of finance and accounting. I hold a degree in business management. I'm a certified public accountant, an MBA in finance, and PhD in finance. But I'm also an educationist. I hold a postgraduate diploma in education. Under me, there are around 15 lecturers. The Dean also happens to be the lecturer in my department. He is a lecturer in the area of economics. I have around 15 lecturers in diverse areas of specialization: human resource, procurement, finance, accounting, marketing. Yes, those are the major areas of focus or thematic areas that we have in the School of Business and Economics under the Department of Business and Economics. The chairman is usually assisted by a departmental exam coordinator. This exam coordinator, the name is Dr. Jesse Kenya. You will also get his contact. He will be the custodian of all your marks. And also there is another school exam coordinator called Dr. Peter Kariuki, who works closely with the exam coordinator to ensure that your exam records are maintained safely. In the Department of Business and Economics and School of Business at large, we don't talk of missing marks. And at this point, I would like to urge you that you also keep records of any assessment that you're going to do within the university. If you do a cut, don't throw away your scripts. Ensure you maintain them, just in case you may have issues of marks that are not recorded, continuous assessment marks that are not recorded. You produce your scripts as evidence of having taken the cuts, so that we are able to address that issue. And also we have a lecturer by the name Madam Susan Gashora, who is in charge of attachment within the school. Basically, that is the structure of the school. As a chairman, I will be interacting more with you because I'm directly responsible for implementation of the various programs that are within the department. I'm the one who allocate lecturers units who will teach you. I'm the one who will ensure that I have set the curriculum in the system so that you are able to register for the units that you'll be taking during the semester. I'm the one who will approve the units. I will ensure that the exams that are being administered are of quality. So basically that is the structure. Allow me now to proceed and talk about the various programs that are on offer in the Department of Business and Economics. We have 6 undergraduate programs. One of the programs, and a very popular program for that matter, is Bachelor of Commerce. Bachelor of Commerce is a good program with a number of specializations or options. If you are admitted to pursue the Bachelor of Commerce, you can choose to specialize in the area of accounting and become an accountant, become a tax consultant, become an auditor, and such. You can also opt to specialize in the area of finance, and there is usually a very thin line between accounting and finance. So generally, especially if you are able to take professional programs like CPAs, you can specialize in finance, specialize in accounting, you end up becoming an accountant, you end up becoming a chief finance officer in a corporate organization, and the like. Those are 2 popular options. The third option is human resource option. You can choose to specialize in HRM or human resource management. These are people who recruit and retain and even recommend for firing human capital within organizations. We also have a specialization in marketing, another specialization in procurement and supply chain management. These are people who deal with acquisition of goods within an organization. So basically, those are the major options within the BCom option. Though there is an option insurance and risk management, we have actually not been able to teach that particular option because none of our students have expressed interest in that particular option. So that's one of the most popular programs within the department. The second program is Bachelor of Economics. It's an old program. Many universities are offering this program, and this one can, once you pursue Bachelor of Economics, as you have already read from some of the materials that have been circulated to you, you can see some of the areas where you can be employed as an economist, as a government advisor, as a government economist, as an analyst, budgeting officer, and all those. That's Bachelor of Economics. We have also a hybrid program called Bachelor of Economics and Statistics. This is a program that combines economic concepts and statistics, and therefore it's a very powerful program because it makes you a statistician and at the same time you are an economist. The fourth program that we offer at the department is a Bachelor of Science in Finance. Rather than students taking BCom and specializing in finance, you can take Bachelor of Science Finance from the word go. It's a good program. Students who really want to specialize in finance, if you have really made your decision that by the end of it all you want to move into the direction of finance, you are better off pursuing BSc Finance rather than taking BCom and option in finance, because this is a very detailed program. You can become an investment advisor, you can become a financial analyst, and all that. And we also have the fifth program is Bachelor of Procurement and Supply Chain Management. Again, it's a very detailed program. Rather than taking Bachelor of Commerce and specializing in procurement and supplies, you can take Bachelor of Procurement and Supply Chain Management from the word go. A program that will prepare you to be a professional in the area of procurement, including taking you through emerging issues of regulations in procurement and all that. And the last program, undergraduate program, we are launching it this year, and we are very happy, and we want to thank very many students who have selected this particular program. We have very many students. We declared a capacity of 150, we got 150. It's a Bachelor of Economics and Finance. Again, this is a program that's a hybrid of economics and finance. From academic point of view, finance is derived from economics, but we have designed a hybrid program that will enable one to use the knowledge of economics to provide solutions that relate to finance within organizations. So basically, those are the undergraduate programs that we offer. I can simply mention that we also have a number of postgraduate programs. You may not be interested for now because you are pursuing a degree, but it's also very important for you to remain focused, because some of you are wondering, how will you become a doctor? Or how does one become a doctor? To become a doctor, you need the undergraduate, master's, and also you pursue a PhD. So after this, you could come back and pursue a program like Master of Business Administration, Master of Economics, and we also have a PhD in Business Administration with so many options that can make you to become a doctor. You can even market those programs to your parents, your brothers, your sisters, those postgraduate programs. So basically, those are the programs that we offer and the options that we provide within the Department of Business and Economics. I have handled the issue of school structure and options available. Allow me now to take you through examinations. I'm very sure you have read the student handbook. Most of the information that I'm just going to give a highlight are contained in that particular handbook. You need to take note that all our programs require at least 70%, 2/3 class attendance. I know you're wondering now that we are doing it online, how are we going to enforce that particular requirement? It is even easier for us to tell whether you will be attending classes. Because classes are being attended online, we'll be able to see whether you logged in to your class or not. Ensure that in a semester that takes around 12 weeks of teaching, you are able to attend 70% of the classes. If you don't meet that threshold, then even if you sit for your exams, even if you do all the cuts at the department and the school board of examiners, we will not process them because you have missed to meet one of the most important requirements within our academic programs. So please ensure that you're able to attend all the classes. I know there is always that tendency for first years to get carried away once, university is going to resume soon once we are done with these issues of COVID, and get carried away such that you even forget to attend classes, but you are able to do exams because your friend will tell you to come and sit for exams and cuts. It is very important that you meet these particular requirements. I also want to mention, I'm very sure you have been told this, for undergraduates, the examination at the university is such that you are required to sit for continuous assessment tests that will account for 30%, and the exams that will account for 70%, giving a total of 100%. The pass mark is 40%. It's very important that you know that pass mark is 40%. If you score between 50 and 60, that's a C. Pass mark is 40 to 49.99, which is D+. And between 60 and 70 is a B, and 69.99 is a B, and 70% and above is an A. So that is the examination structure. I also want to mention that always ensure you take all continuous assessment, because if you miss one of the assessments, even if you pass your exam and pass all the other cuts, your results for that particular unit will be deemed to be incomplete. And I have seen students crying in my office that I did my exam very well, I'm sure I passed the exam, I did cut 1 very well, I scored 25 over 30, but I missed cut 2. If that happens, then that unit will be treated to be an incomplete, and the consequences are you'll be required to retake the unit. And when you are retaking the unit, you pay for it and spend time again to go all over the same content again. So it is very important that you are able to sit for your cuts, ensure you don't have anything missing. I have seen some students trying to persuade me to even give them a 0 because they missed 1 cut so that they avoid retake. At the university, we say that marks are awarded, marks are not given. You really work hard to earn a 0. Okay, so basically that's the exams, but I also want to mention that as far as exams are concerned, you need to note that if out of the units that you'll be taking this semester and semester 2, 40% of the units you fail, you score less than 40%, then you'll be required to retake only those units. You go back to class and register for the units and do them again and do the exams. 40% of the units, which means most of you are taking become 7 units first semester, second semester you take 7 units. You'll be taking 14 units. 40% of 14 units is around, I had not done the computation, but that should be around 3 to 4 units. You may be around to retake. You can do the actual. You can be around to retake those units as you proceed to second year. But if you fail at least 50% and above of all the units that you'll be taking in an academic year, you'll be required to repeat that year. So that's why you need to work very hard from the word go. And if you fail 75% of the units that you'll be taking, out of 14 units, you fail 75% of the units, that is a discontinuation. We will deem you to be unteachable, and you'll be told to go back. But remember, as we are doing this orientation, your parents are there, your siblings are there, cheering you on. I don't know how you would communicate this kind of information, that they're expecting to attend your graduation in 2024, but you have been discontinued because of non-performance. So you need to be really very careful. But I also want to encourage you, at the university, things are not really very difficult, because once you go through a semester, by the end of the semester, which is around 15 weeks, you do the exams and forget about that particular unit. So you only need to read and remember the content up to the point of the exam, which comes at the end of the semester. And then you can format your brain and move to the next semester. So there is no reason as to why you should fail and retake, repeat, or get yourself discontinued. Remember, you're the top cream of this country. So basically that is it about the examinations within the department. If you have any further issues to do with the exams, you can interact with myself, the dean, or the exam coordinators. Okay, I also want to briefly talk about the various diploma programs and certificates that are on offer within the school and the department, which are one. We have 3 diploma programs. We have a diploma in business management with IT, and the entry requirement is a C-. And a C minus in maths and C minus in either English or Kiswahili. We also have a diploma program in procurement and supplies management, same requirements, and we have a diploma in project management. Those are the 3 diploma programs that are on offer. You can communicate that to your siblings, your cousins, your nephews, who did not probably manage to get the minimum entry grade for university, which is C+ for all our programs, because they can choose to follow the long route of starting from a diploma and then transition to a degree and all the way even get a PhD and become a doctor. We also have 2 certificate programs. One is certificate in business management with IT. We also have a certificate program in procurement and supplies management. The 2 certificate programs, the minimum entry requirement is a D+. But once you have passed the certificate program, then you can proceed and pursue a diploma and then move to a degree like that. So basically those are the programs that we have at the school and also within the department. So in conclusion, I really want to appreciate you for selecting these programs. I know in the first session that we had this morning, the registrar talked about inter and intra in school transfers. There are those who may be interested in changing from one program to the other within the school. That is called inter-school transfer. That window will be opened. An announcement will be made by the office of the DVC or registrar. You'll get that. But remember, the programs, the transfers are capped. It may not be possible to allow all students who will be interested in transferring from one program to another. So, as the registrar mentioned, even if you are to apply for transfers, please bear in mind that you have not been guaranteed that you will be able to get transfer to your new program of choice. And there is also the inter-schools transfers, where you can probably transfer to other schools, but again, that's also not guaranteed because of the requirements for the maximum numbers that can be allowed to transfer. Basically, that's what I have for you. Probably, I don't know whether there are some questions. Okay. Thank you. Let me welcome Mr. Maori.
Thank you very much, Dr. Samuel Kariuki, for that very good presentation. One of the participants just said that if all the lecturers were using that tone and clarity, then learning will be very interesting. So kindly keep it up. If we're in normal times, we would ask you to clap for Dr. Kariuki, and I'm sure you are clapping for him even wherever you are for that presentation. As he takes some water, I would like to highlight some of the questions that you are asking so that he can come back and answer those questions. The first one is CPA a requirement? Is CPA a requirement for those taking business courses or optional? Is it included in BCom as part of the BCom program? Between CPA and CFA, which is better? The other one is, does the University of Embu offer CPA courses? Then the second one is, about economics and statistics. The first one was about CPA, basically clarification on issues to do with CPA. The second one is economics. Caroline Mwangi is asking, I wanted to do economics and statistics, but I was called to do economics alone. How do I go about adding the statistics? The other one is, can I combine economics with finance, economics with auditing, economics with the other apart from statistics, or it has only to be statistics? And then, can I take BCom without KCSE business subject? And on the CPA also you can add, there was another one that came later. Do you pay extra fees for doing CPA, or is it provided within the fee structure of the BCom? The last one is by Kalulu Wambua. He is asking, can I do 2 courses like BCom, Bachelor of Procurement at the same time? That is, in other words, can I study 2 degree programs and graduate with 2 degrees in business at the same time? So we'll take another round. As he answers this, please send in your questions and then we'll come back and respond to them. Dr. Kariuki, please respond to these 3.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Maori, for the questions. Thank you so much, students, for seeking clarifications. That is the essence of this particular forum, so that we can interact. Very interesting questions indeed. And I'm sorry that in my presentation, I should have clarified about CPAs. Let me, before I answer the question, start by saying that the University of Embu, at the University of Embu School of Business and Economics, we have partnered with a number of stakeholders or organizations that we are like-minded, so that we are able to enhance our students' experiences. And one such organizations is CASNEB, that is Kenya Secretaries Examination Board. And CASNEB is the organization that examines CPS, CIFA, and quite a number of other professional programs. In that case, I want to confirm that the University of Embu is a center for CPA programs. We are accredited to offer CPAs from Section 1 all the way to Section 6. We have well-qualified lecturers. Myself, I'm a CPA registered by ISPAC. I'm allowed to use the title CPA, Samuel Kariuki, by ISPAC, or a member of ISPAC. So we offer CPAs, but one of you has asked a question whether you need to pay extra fees to be able to pursue CPA programs. And the answer is yes, though a very modest figure. We only require you to pay around 10,000 per section. But you can get further details from the student finance per section, because we recognize that you are our students. And we really encourage our students to pursue professional programs because they will give you an edge over the others within the market. So that's why we have introduced CPAs. And you have to pay for it, but something very modest. Especially when the university is in session, you can easily combine your degree program and the CPAs because they are offered on a very flexible mode in the evening, over the weekends, and you can access our library, which is well stocked. You can make use of lecturers within the school to enable you perform very well in both your degree program and in the CPA's program. And another question was, is CPAs for those taking business programs, I think? And the answer is CPA, Certified Public Accounts, is an open program that can be taken by anybody. Even those who are taking chemistry, they can take CPAs if the intention is to become an accountant in the future, if the intention is to become a finance person in the future. But I keep saying this, for those who are admitted to pursue Bachelor of Science Finance, we know that they want to focus in the area of finance. For those who are intending to specialize in the area of accounting and finance, you stand a better chance of employment, you stand a better chance of shining against other graduates in the same area if you pursue professional program like CPs. So it is very important, especially for those who are intending to specialize in those areas, to specialize in the area of accounts. Let me also emphasize that for those who are planning to specialize in the area of procurement or to take Bachelor of Procurement and Supply Chain Management, there is a professional program for that on Surprise. You can take that. So please ensure that as you choose the professional program, you are able to align your program to your long-term goal in terms of the program that you are going to choose. Remember, in business we say that we develop readers, and I would want to urge you at this early stage that you need to take a pen and paper and write down your vision. Where do you want to go? And then ask yourself, what do I require to reach where I want to go? And if you do that, then you'll be able even to realize what are these professional programs that you need to plug in into your program, into your undergraduate program, so that you are able to compete competitively within the market. Another student has asked me a very interesting question, that which one is better between Certified Finance Analyst, CFA, and CPA, Certified Public Account? Which one is better? I really don't want to give an answer of yes, this one is better than this. But I want to say again, as I've requested you to put down your vision. Where do you want to go? If you want to specialize in accounting or finance and become an accountant, become head of finance in most of the organizations, then you're better off taking CPAs. Because CPA will give you more accounting and some aspects of finance. But if you take Certified Financial Analyst, yes, you'll do some accounting, but it takes you more to finance. You become a finance analyst. You can become an investment banker. You can become a financial analyst for banks, financial institutions, and the like. So none of them is superior than the other. But it depends with what you want to do with your certificate after you graduate from the university and after you graduate or get your professional certificate. So both are equally important. Again, as I offer my advisory, you can always pursue both, because once you attain CPA Section 6, you can easily pursue CFA by simply seeking exemptions from CASNIB, and you'll start from Section 4. You do some units in Section 4 and 5, Section 3 and 4, and do Section 5 and 6. You'll be exempted so many units. You don't do 9 units. So it would even be advisable to do both CFA and CPA, because currently organizations are looking for high remote skilled individuals. The era of specialization is gone. So if you are able to do many things for an organization, such organizations will view you and look upon you as a very important asset. I think somebody has asked whether we offer CPA courses. I have answered that. The university offers CPA courses. There was a question on economics and statistics. A student who has been admitted to pursue economics, but with interest in economics and statistics. This is where I have, as a dean, I have said that there is still a small window where you can do intra-school transfer. So once an announcement is made by the office of the registrar DVC, you can put forth your request to transfer from economics to economics and statistics. I think that is the only option that is available for now, unless you want to pursue your degree in economics and later in life come and pursue another degree in statistics. But try your luck. There is a student who also asked that he has been admitted to pursue economics. The question is, how can this student combine economics with finance, economics with auditing? Because the student feels that it would be more marketable to have an economics and a finance qualification. To answer that question, that's why I said at the Department of Business and Economics, we really encourage students to take professional courses. So you pursue your economics degree, but as you do the economics degree, you should also be pursuing professional courses like CPA, such that by the time you are graduating, you also have your CPA. And that way, you can comfortably say that you have an economics degree, you are also a finance. When you do CPA, you can also become an auditor, you can also become a tax consultant. Actually, the best employees in the area of economic planning are the ones who have done economics, but they have actually also taken professional courses like CPAs. So I really want to encourage you also to take CPAs. And the last question, again a very interesting one, asks whether one can pursue a business course without having taken business studies at the KCSE level. And my answer is yes. Personally, I would say that I did agriculture in secondary school. I actually even went to the university and did a degree in engineering, and along the way decided to change and move to business. So I have a bachelor's in business, a bachelor's in engineering. You don't need to have gone to a business class to be able to grasp the concepts in business. When you come to us, we will assume that you have never been to any business class, and we will take you slowly and mold you to become a good leader. And another question is, what are the chances for SBE students to get employment in the job market? Very good question. Most of the times I interact with the students. I'm also in charge of mentorship within the school. And even when the students graduate from the university, I still receive calls and messages and emails from the students. And I can assure you, quite a number of, most of our students that we have graduated, most of them have secured job within many organizations. But remember what I have said, that you really need to ensure that you do these professional programs. And in our programs, maybe something that I did not mention is that Bachelor of Procurement and Supplies Management, Bachelor of Science in Finance, Bachelor of Economics, we have also introduced attachment, because we want students to start gaining practical experience before they graduate. And those are good avenues to market yourself so that you are able to secure job very easily. So our students are getting jobs. But I also want to reiterate that have the mindset of being entrepreneurs. When we give you this knowledge of how to run business, please think of how you can run your own businesses. Yes, think of how you can run your own businesses. I don't hesitate saying that you can never become rich by being employed. You can only become rich by employing yourself and employing others. So have the mindset of being job creators. Thank you very much. There is another round of questions. Thank you, Mr. Maure. You can come on.
Okay, let us clap once again for Dr. Kariuki. I think you can just clap there on the chat. You can write clap, clap, or use any online means. This brings us to the end of this session. It was to run up to 12:30, and we have another session for students in School of Pure and Applied Science. And I want to thank you on behalf of the Dean, School of Business and Economics, for being present during this presentation and for participating in a lively discussion. For Mark, Leyan, Arafat, Munifa, you are asking about student portal. We have consistently said that issues to do with student portal will be addressed from 2 p.m. So kindly just hold, we shall address that. About the timetable, I can see some of you have already received the timetable. So please check your email, and all correspondence from the university is being sent to your student email. If you are not able to get your email up and running, send an email to admissions or to ICT support. The emails are appearing there. We also have telephone numbers of the Dean of the School of Business and the Chairman, Dr. Kariuki. If you have any issues to do with marketability, which course should I take, which one is better than the other, there is someone called Dante Kase is saying, what is CPA? So these are questions you can really direct to the Dean and the Chairman of the department. The numbers are appearing on your screen. Please take advantage of that. Otherwise, nawashukuru sana. We welcome you to the next session at 2 p.m. God bless you as you break for lunch. Bye.
Haufananishwi